And hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode number 31 of the CheckX series. If you're new here, as I say every day, the CheckX series is pretty much about me talking about what Elon is saying, tracking Elon, and what he's saying on X on every single possible topic you can think of. And that really just depends on what Elon's talking about. And today we're going to talk about what he talked about yesterday on Monday, December 29th. 2025, and he posted about 133 times today, back in triple digits, excuse me, and a lot on fraud. The big question here is going to be fraud. A couple things. We're going to start off with Tesla and autonomous technology here, move on to space, and then all the Somali fraud investigations and stuff, which big fraud, even more national fraud, but mostly the Minnesota stuff. It's crazy. So just start off, get some of the lighter things out of the way, starting off with Tesla and autonomous technology. Obviously, as I said, a couple things here, only three or four, but Elon agreed that software quality in Tesla vehicles has changed significantly over the last 2 years, making it difficult for those who haven't driven one recently to understand the progress. And also, Elon reposted content highlighting that Tesla vehicles respond to emergency sirens by moving to the shoulder, unlike Waymo vehicles, which have been seen blocking fire trucks. And and also moving on, Elon reposted a story about an 88-year-old woman who uses full self-driving constantly, or FSD, which is what I'm going to refer to in this for the rest of this episode, by the way, and hopes to use it for another decade. And also, Elon reposted praise for Tesla's service mode, which allows users to see highly integrated technical details like refrigerant and coolant system information. Moving on to space and global infrastructure, couple things. And I don't know why I said that twice, excuse me, but Starlink, Elon said that Starlink will do more to lift people out of poverty than any NGO, because NGOs never solve poverty. And also, Elon agreed that space colonization is the only way to protect Earth in the long term. And also, Elon expressed support for NASA's plan to build a moon base. I'm gonna blast through this here, but Elon reposted a comparison between China's high-speed maglev trains, which reach 435 miles an hour, and the slower, more expensive rail projects in the U.S., like Amtrak and California's high-speed rail, which has been funded but hasn't even been started. Little weird there, huh? But anyway, now we're gonna move on to the big one, and a lot on politics up from this point, because really only a couple things on Tesla, a couple things on maybe like one or two things on Grok. I don't even think that's even gonna be mentioned here. But anyway, moving on to the Somali fraud investigations in Minnesota, the big topic that has been happening for this last week, you could say. And also, starting off, Elon extensively posted about a massive fraud scandal in Minnesota involving Somali daycare centers, reposting investigative videos by citizen journalist Nick Shirley, which I recommend. This is not a shout out, but I do recommend him. You should go check him out. Elon also criticized Governor Tim Walz, calling him a crook and traitor. Tim Walz, like traitor, not trade. Actually, no, I think that meant traitor. Excuse me. And he claimed that Tim Walz is in on the scam, and also for allowing the fraud to persist. And also, Elon highlighted reports that fraudulent businesses such as the Quality Learning Center, which, by the way, meant to spell learning, not leering, received millions in taxpayer funds despite having no children present and having the obvious misspellings in their buildings, as I just said. And also, Elon reposted information regarding the FBI's investigation into Feeding Our Future, which resulted in dozens of indictments for stealing federal food aid meant for children. And also, in terms of moving on, Elon noted that billions in stolen federal dollars were allegedly funneled through fraudulent businesses and potentially used for ActBlue donations to Democratic candidates. And also, Elon commented on the suspicious rise in net worth for Representative Ilhan Omar, whose wealth reportedly grew from 45,000 to 30,000, while her interests allegedly remained focused on Somalia. And also, Elon called for the impeachment of leftist judges like Sahara West, who overturned a jury's guilty verdict in a $7 million Somali fraud case. And moving on to government efficiency and national fraud, a couple things here to talk about. Then we'll move on to California policy and some more international policy stuff like that for a little layout of the video. For the next couple of minutes, Elon estimated that the lower bound for national fraud is 20% of the federal budget, or roughly 1.5 trillion per year. And also, Elon stated that the Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE) is focused on turning off fraudulent payments, which he claims Democrats use to attract and retain illegal immigrants. And also, Elon reposted that whistleblowers on federal fraud can receive 15% to 30% of recovered amounts, calling fraud easy to find. And also, Elon argued that even requiring a small amount of documentation like photos or receipts before dispersing funds would have a massive positive effect on reducing fraud. And moving on to California policy and economic concerns there. A couple things here. Elon criticized California's proposed Oligarch Act, an 8% wealth tax, claiming it true that the state has been spending problem rather than that has a spending problem rather than a revenue problem. And also, Elon reposted claims that wealthy individuals and the middle class will flee California due to a lack of accountability and kleptocracy. And moving on, Elon reposted reports of a cover-up regarding the Palisades fire in Los Angeles, where an after-action report was allegedly altered by the politicians. And also, moving on to international politics on social issues, Elon criticized Bill Gates, accusing him of pushing lies about U.S. aid cuts, despite having $80 billion in his own NGO that could have been used to save lives. And also, Elon reposted support for banning the Muslim Brotherhood, noting that they are already banned in countries like Saudi Arabia and the UAE. And moving on, Elon expressed concern over Ireland's move to ban anonymous social media accounts and reports of migrant-operated childcare fraud in Ireland. And also, Elon commented on the entrepreneurial exodus in Norway due to unrealized gains taxes. And moving on, Elon criticized UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer for welcoming an Egyptian activist whom Elon described as an extremely dangerous man. And also, Elon agreed that Canadian social services are subsidized by the U.S. protecting them, which allows Canada to spend less on defense. And moving on to media, free speech, and culture, the last topic of this video. A couple other things here about six things here. Moving on, Elon reiterated, "You are the media now," emphasizing that citizen journalism on X is replacing legacy media. And also, Elon confirmed that X is supporting a legal appeal for Michelle Evans, who faces criminal charges for reposting a video related to transgender issues in a Texas restroom. Elon criticized unnecessary forced homosexual plot lines in shows like Stranger Things, stating audiences just want to enjoy sci-fi. And also, Elon reacted with, "What the F?" He actually did say, but F, to reports of lenient sentencing for brothers who killed a student at LeBron James' school. Anyway, moving on, Elon praised the Smithsonian's list of white people traits, such as hard work and rational thinking, as being really great culture. And also, Elon agreed. And Elon ended the day by congratulating Cristiano Ronaldo with a trophy emoji after the athlete shared a year-end message. And ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the episode. If you guys made it all the way through, thank you guys so much for watching. And I appreciate you guys very much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully in episode 32. As I say hopefully every day. I don't know why I say hopefully, but anyway. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.